Hi, you made it. Welcome. Let's have a little baby chat about perspective, shall we? Because really getting perspective for what it is crucial to living in a peaceful state of being. Every single thing that we've experienced, every pivotal moment, every hermit mode or period of isolation that we've endured, those have always been so huge for me personally. I gain all these new powers and then I have to integrate them. You want to talk about perspective shifts? Oh, those isolations are real. But every person who shaped us has contributed to the unique lens through which we see life, who our parents were, who they were becoming, whether we had both parents, whether we had none. Those who rejected us, what about those guys? Those who loved us, and those who loved us more than we even knew how to love. All of these seemingly random interactions with life and with spirit have given you your very unique perspective. And I always talk about this because I know that grasping the depth of this makes my experience much less rigid, less judgmental, and more full. Every micro moment has built who I am. And by my own perspective, I have created everything that I currently experience. And so has everyone else. Although we are living in our own world, there is also a collective one, or a shared world, as I like to call it, with shared experiences. Yes, some may look or feel familiar, even relatable, but everyone has built completely different perspectives. And that not only needs to be okay, but it needs to be appreciated, loved, and respected. I've been doing a lot of inner work around this lately, and it becomes clearer and clearer the more that I get curious. But it's hard sometimes, isn't it? It is hard when someone looks at life in a way that feels completely misaligned or even inhumane. And you're just so sure that they need to change. They need to change A, B, and like, of course, C, duh. They need to be doing this with their life or that with their life. It's funny how we can catch ourselves doing this. I laugh at myself all the time when I realize I'm making up stories, projecting what I think people should do or how they'll react based entirely on my personal experience. Now, at this level, I am grateful to have the awareness that that is clearly just my ego trying to steal the show. Because the truth is, I have no idea what life looks like through someone else's eyes. But we sure act like we do, don't we? There is great value in training ourselves to see clearly. Every single person here is co creating our shared experience. Some vibration in them matches a vibration in us. Even if the interaction doesn't feel pleasant, it's showing us something. And our emotions, our inner GPS, will always let us know if a perspective is for us. It might only be aligned for a season, but it will carry us through the chapter that we're in. Some people hold on to perspectives for a long time. Perspectives about love, about money, about worth. And because of that, they keep reliving the same relationships, the same challenges, the same spiritual mirrors. We haven't allowed the disruption, but sometimes life sends a message, a moment that breaks that pattern, something that shakes you. Gently, maybe, maybe not, but into seeing with new eyes. It comes to shift you. And if you're still here, if you're still listening, this might be that moment. I have a retreat coming up in the northern beaches of Peru. It is not just a trip, it is meant to disrupt the version of you that's gotten comfortable with what's familiar. And this will be awakening the part of you that has been asking, not just asking, but begging for more. That's why you're feeling all frustrated and manifesting weird shit because you are not living in the expanded version of yourself that you want to be living in. And this is not some outside idea that I'm trying on here with this retreat. This retreat is me fully living the frequency that I have stepped into. And because I chose to answer that call, you're feeling the invitation in real time, right now, through this message. This is how this works on a soul level. When someone expands into a new expression of their purpose, it activates those who are ready to do the same. So if you feel a stirring as I speak, if you feel that pull in your spirit, it's not random. Your higher self brought you here because your next level is calling you, babes. And this space in Peru that I have been called to create, this space where you will be divinely disrupted and faced with everything that is blocking you, will hold you as you walk through the portal to that next level. Go to my website, put down your deposit, and let's talk about what this experience is going to mean for you. Because it's not about me selling you something. It's about us arriving at a sacred intersection where your knowing and my calling align to birth the experience that your soul has been preparing for. Because your knowing is powerful, and so is my purpose. And this work, I was born to do this work. So let's do what we came to do, shall we? But yeah, back to this message. So our GPS, our magical internal GPS, tells us everything that we need to know about what is right for us, including our perspectives. We share space with someone, we converse, they paint a picture of how they see life. And when it feels right, when it resonates with our body, that's our signal. That's the perspective that will fuel us on our perfect journey. And when you feel the misalignment, because we do, it's when you're like, nah, that don't. You just nod your head, bless it, and energetically keep it moving. You get to choose. And the way you choose determines the shape of your life. You don't have to trust me on this, but trust me, I've tested it. Every time I think I have figured it all out, life hands me someone with a perspective I used to hold. Oh, and that's fun because that perspective that I used to hold now repulses me. And it does because I see how it limited me. And once you've tasted a certain level of freedom, once you've arrived to a certain level of freedom in your experience, it is hard to witness souls with these perspectives. But then I get the opportunity to grow and to witness them with eyes of love without attaching to their story because I know they're a perfect expression of divine presence, just like me. And part of me staying rooted in my power is not getting distracted by someone else's journey. You know, I always say this. If you've been here for a while, you already know we make things way more difficult than they are. We try to change people, fix them, convince them to see the world as we do, and they're doing the same to us. But here's where you can tap into your power. When something just isn't an energetic match and you know it, be a spiritual badass and be like, nah, not aligned. Bye bye. Not for me. Move on. Your body tells you everything. When you really listen, you know what fits and what doesn't. I don't believe we waste time in this life, but I do believe that focusing too long on what clearly isn't working stunts our growth. And it's not that you can't interact with people who hold different perspectives. In fact, contrast helps you clarify your own. It helps you define what you want. Then those perspectives create your beliefs, and your beliefs create your reality. Oh, this can go so deep, and I won't get too lost in it right now because half y'all probably tapped out already. But if you're still here, stay with me for this one last piece. Hold your focus. Hold your perspective on what you want. Really feel into why you want it. Even if it's a relationship, a job, an opportunity. And not everything is for every period of your life, you know. Sometimes things are just distractions in order to keep you from expanding into the version of yourself that you're scared to. So ask yourself why you want it and feel why you want it. What you're truly desiring is the spirit of that thing. So stop trying to force people to see you. Stop trying to shape situations into alignment. Just focus on being in alignment with yourself. Stop worrying about how long it's going to take, how it's going to happen. Just live in your clarity. And if you're not clear yet, that is even more reason to stop fixating on rejection. Hold a perspective of worthiness. And as you do, you will attract more clarity and more experiences that align with your clarity. When your vision sharpens in your mind's eye, you begin to create it. Enjoy the process. Believe in your own authority. Because, yes, what you want wants you too. It may not look exactly how you imagined it because divine intelligence is precise. It gives you exactly what your emotions are broadcasting. I have witnessed it, I am a testimony to it, and I continue to be as I learn to co create with these energies. When I got clear, the universe stripped away what wasn't for me and added in what was. And it keeps doing that. As I observe and extract clarity, I envision how I want to live and then I allow it to unfold. My only job is to enjoy this life, to refine my desires as they come, while the universe cooks it all up with ingredients that I could never even imagine and creates this journey full of contrast and harmony, served at the perfect time, at the perfect temperature. It can all be beautiful if you allow it to be. If you liked this message, like it, that makes sense, and it may seem small, but it tells the algorithm and the universe that this is resonating. It's a simple way to circulate the energy. If you feel moved to give back, you can support the channel. That energetic exchange, however it looks for you, supports this work. It keeps the flow going, and when we give, the universe multiplies it. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe. That's one of the most powerful ways to stay in alignment with these messages and to keep showing up for yourself and to stay tapped into this frequency. Leave a comment. Really speak your truth. When you comment, it connects all of us through one another's experience at a very quantum level that I won't get into right now. Plus, you're signaling to the universe, I'm here, I'm listening, and I receive this. It also helps me to feel your energy more clearly. And the more that you engage with me, the more my messages speak to you. You'll notice these words will start showing up right on time, like the clearest confirmation, because they are. You are not here by mistake. You're on your path and you are doing it, and you are right on time. Always. Thank you for being a part of my experience. I love you, and so it is.